How much rice should I cook per person? I would like to know how much rice I should cook per person. Preferably in some fast measurements, like cups, spoons, etc. It would also be nice to know how much water should I add to the rice cooker. Edit. I want to have the rice as a side dish, usually with some kind of stew. Edit. The cup I've been using is 300 milliliters filled about 3 millimeters below top edge, which is what I consider full.
I usually use 1/4 cup per person for a smallish portion, and 1/3 cup per person if you're a bit hungrier. You'll probably want to check the instructions for your rice cooker to check exactly how much water you should add as different manufacturers vary. I believe the one I used in the past needed an equal quantity of water to rice. The standard rice cup measure is 1 go, long O sound, approximately 180 milliliters, which was at some point based on a Japanese government opinion about how much raw rice an average person would consume. 1 koku is 1000 x 1 go, so this implies that a typical person would have consumed almost 1 go per meal. But this would likely have been defined during a period in which most people were living agrarian lives, and perhaps might have had limited access to a wide variety of vegetables, meat and fish. They might have needed a lot of calories from carbohydrates like rice just to maintain weight in a physically demanding lifestyle. In practice, I find I eat a lot more side dishes when I have rice, so I'm more than satisfied with about 1 Japanese bowl of rice, which on average only takes about 180 milliliters cooked rice, approximately 90 milliliters raw rice, to fill up. Other Americans, who tend not to consider rice an important part of the meal, may find even less rice adequately filling. But in most countries, the amount of rice served actually depends quite a lot on what food is being served. If you're served curry or something that's kind of a one-plate meal, like Don Boromono, you're likely to be served a larger amount of cooked rice, potentially up to 360 milliliters cooked, 180 milliliters raw. If several main dishes or one large dish and several side dishes are served, that small 180 milliliters rice bowl would be more typical. As for me, I tend to serve mine a little light compared to the rest of my family, but when estimating rice for a dinner party I assume about 90 milliliters per person, or a bit more if I'm worried about big eaters. Apologies for not using weight measurements for those who prefer them, my rice cooker is tuned for volume measurements.